Better not get me sick.
Future of Tamriel!
You couldn't possibly be the
There it
Dragonborn
is,
legend,
friend.
could you?
We are the children of man. Talos. Is the true God of man. Ascended from
No lollygagging. Everything's all right?
Need a horse? Talk to my father, Skolvar. I can take you to any of the hold capitals. Well, I know the companions make their home here. Their mead hall, Jorvaskr, is the oldest building in the city. Oh, and there's a nasty feud between two families called the Greymanes and the Battleborns. You'll want to be careful there. You can find out by asking the townsfolk. Start with the barkeep at the Bannered Mare or the Castle Stirred. Where do you want to go? That's fine. Until... next time. Carriages, where do you want to go? That's fine. See ya.
There are dragons about, traveler. Be warned. Then we lost our home, our luck. We barely have enough gold to get by. Oh, thank you. Be safe, and don't forget to keep an eye on the sky.
Thank you for your kindness.
Oh yeah? And what would you rather do?
How about we play tag? You're it.
Hey, no fair! Get her stomped! You're new around here, so I'll go easy on you. But don't get on my bad side.
Well, one of us has to do something.
I said no. No adventures,
Maybe
no
you could talk some
theatrics,
sense
no...
into my pig-headed
I don't know what you overheard, but the Riverwood trade... yeah, we did have a bit of a break-in. We still have plenty to sell. Robbers were only after one thing. An ornament, solid gold in the shape of a dragon's claw. You found it! There it is! Strange. It seems smaller than I remember. Funny thing, huh? I'm gonna put this back where it belongs. I'll never forget. You've done a great thing for me and my sister. Thank you so much for taking... Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that. I think I have a few old spell books laying about. If you want more, you'll have to go to the College of Winterhold.
You and me, we're the only people around who aren't complete fools. The Riverwood Trader is everything you need in a general store. Hey! Hands off! What do you think you're doing? Ah! Mercy! Ah!
Wait, I know you.
My sister Camilla or I will be happy to help you. Maybe you're looking for something particular. Thank you so much for taking care of those thieves.
The Riverwood Trader is back to the way it used to be.
Wait,
Back off!
I know you. Wait.
It means so much to us to have the claw back where it belongs. Thank you. It's a fine day with you around. Don't take this the wrong way, but you look a little sickly. You're a strapping young man. Don't...
Whatever you need. I see no harm in... The grindstone will improve your... if you've got the raw material. Gerder's family first. She and Hod run the mill. The finest weapons and armor. The finest weapons and armor. You looking for a new blade? Iron or steel is what you need. Leave that fancy elven stuff to the elves. I could forge you a warhammer that would crush a giant's head like a walnut. You the sneaky type? Got some nice daggers around here somewhere.
Did I see you talking to Sven? Maybe not. I'll show you what I know. He's a bard, so he says. Occasionally, he finds time to do his job here at the mill. Thinks his ballads and sonnets are going to convince Camilla Valerius to marry him. As if she would say yes. An intelligent, beautiful woman like her wouldn't fall for that nonsense. I hope. I've been thinking. Maybe Camilla needs a little help seeing Sven for what he is. Could you give her this letter and Sven? I think I've matched that Nord's lack of cleverness perfectly. Farewell.
It means so much. Don't take this the wrong way, but you look a little sickly. Hey, what? What are you talking about? Why, that jealous idiot. Thought he could just manipulate me into never seeing Sven again? Thank you for telling me the truth. You should speak to Sven. I'm sure he'll want to too for defending his name. Until next time.
You're new around here, so I'll go easy. Get me mad, and I'll... Ouch! Hey!
Faendal thinks he can woo Camilla Valerius away from me. She's already mine, I keep... Now that's what I like to hear. Good work. I think you deserve some gold from my tips at the inn. At the Bard's College in Solitude. They train bards and skalds like myself. If you go there, talk to Viarmo. He's the headmaster. Lucan's got a little bit of everything at the Riverwood Trader. If you need weapons or armor, see Alvor, the blacksmith. Sure. What can I do for you? Only true Imperials request that one. This is an ode to Skyrim's staunch protectors, the Imperials.
Be careful.
Bring to our youth.
You're that visitor, Ben.
We got room. Let's sate that appetite, hmm?
Is just about done.
There have been whispers. A boy up in Windhelm, name of Aventus Aretino, been trying to contact the Dark Brotherhood. Looking to blow yourself up? I hear that's what magic does to you. There's a college in Winterhold that teaches magic, unless that blew up too. Be a lot safer just to have the Jarl's wizard teach you a thing or two. Mm-hmm.
I'm the innkeeper. It's my business to keep track of strangers.
You're new around
isn't too
here,
friendly with
so I'll go easy
strangers.
on you.
But you
don't
seem-
get on my bad side. So I'll go easy on you. Inside.
Stupid dog. What are you staring at? Got any ale or mead?
to get lost, Brad.
If you know any true sons and daughters of Skyrim, tell them to get to Winter. Legion soldiers gleam like fresh fall. See them snow and clank like a kitchen. They head this way.
Next Imperial I see is dead. At first they called us that to belittle our cause, but we gladly accept being named for Ulfric Stormcloak, the only true High King of Skyrim. We are the true sons and daughters of Skyrim, and Ulfric. He is the truest of us all. We fight to make our land great once more, to raise up strong, noble thanes, and lay low false jarls and the cowards who hide behind them. The sound of our fury is a storm about to break on the heads of our enemies. Our friendship, a cloak of true brotherhood for all who would wear it. Skyrim is the birthplace of humanity, the birthplace of honor, and those snow-backed Imperials renounced both when they laid down before the Thalmor. Worse still, to pay for the privilege to keep his throne, Emperor sells Skyrim and our very gods, Talos no less, to the damn elves. And what did Torek do? He and the Owls that supported him? They took the Emperor's gold, sold out their people for a slave master's peace treaty. Ulfric did right killing him. Soon we'll rid Skyrim of elves, their bloody justicars, and the Jarls in their pockets. The whole damn lot of them. And we'll cleave through the Legion to get to them. Until next time.
You've got a lot of nerve, walking around here dressed like an Imperial Legionnaire. What do you need? take a look?
I'll fight the entire Legion myself.
We'll show those faithless dogs who this land belongs to.
Guess it's all clear now. You're looking a little rougher. Take a look. Good day. I've been hunting and fishing in these parts for years.
The Legion's always looking for strong, capable warriors. If you think you've got what it takes, our headquarters is in Solitude.
I have nothing to say to you. Now move along, or I'll order my guards to attack.
Graybeards have summoned Dragonborn to High Hrothgar. Such a thing has not happened for hundreds of years. Turn of the Dragonborn, and who among us could possibly hold that honor with such power?
On your way up the 7,000 steps again, Clement?
Not today. I'm just not ready to make the climb to High Hrothgar. The path isn't safe.
Aren't the Graybeards expecting some supplies?
Honestly, I'm not certain. I've yet to be allowed into the monastery. Perhaps one day. Passing through on your way to High Hrothgar? About to make a delivery up there myself. I've been to the monastery many times, but I've never even laid eyes on one of the great here too. Being masters of the Thuum, they could kill you by uttering a single word. Well, not that they would. They seem peaceful, but I wouldn't want to provoke them. Mostly food supplies like dried fish and salted meats. You know, things that keep fresh for a long time. The Graybeards tend not to get out much, if you catch my meaning. Well, it's kind of an under between us. I mean, it just wouldn't feel right to charge them for a bit of preserved food. Trouble is, my legs aren't what they used to be, and climbing the 7,000 steps takes its toll. Really? Well, that would be kind of you. Here, take this bag of supplies. At the top of the steps, you'll see the offering chest. Just leave the bag inside, and you're done. There's the occasional wolf pack or stray, but that's all I've ever had to deal with. Shouldn't be a problem for the likes of you. Other than that, watch your footing. The stairs can be treacherous. Be careful up there.
If I drink for the thirsty, food for the hungry. The Graybeards are a solitary lot. I don't think they've ever ventured outside their monastery. We get the occasional pilgrim passing through here on their way to the summit, but almost all of them have returned disappointed. There ain't much more to tell. They're haunted, and you should stay away. Look, I've seen one of the spirits with my very own eyes. When it glared at me, I swear it burned right through my soul. Fortunately, they seem to be sticking to the barrow. I think they're guarding it. Certainly isn't helping my business any. Who'd want to rent a room anywhere near a haunted barrow? If you think there's anything you can do, be my guest. About a year or two ago, some fella named Windelius came through. Said he was some kind of a treasure. Warned him not to go in there, just like I warned you. The very next night we heard screams from the barrel, and that was it. We never saw him again. Sir, I've got no interest in magic users. No use for their kind of... They're way up north in Winterhold, and that's fine with me. I don't even like our Jarl having a court wizard. Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
No offense, but you're not looking so good.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
You don't look like a pilgrim. Why bother visiting Ivarstead?
That ghost. It was over by the barrows.
That thing's evil, Lindley. I told you to keep away from there.
I'm sorry. I was curious. I didn't believe the stories. I won't go over there ever again.
What do you want?
See that you don't. I promised to keep you safe, and I'm not going to break my word.
Pardon me, my lord. Would you care to hear me play my lute?
You don't look like a pilgrim. Why bother visiting Ivarstead?
Watch it! By the gods, it's true, isn't it? A dragon has attacked quite
Keep an eye out for wolves if you... Hmm? I did. Strange days when the monks will do that. I wonder what it means. I like to spend time up here. Walk the steps. Meditate on the emblems. Doesn't hurt when I bag some game. They're not the visitors. But I never go that high up the path anyway. Some folk, the trip leave them food or other essentials. But not to make conversation.
Keep an eye out for wolves if you're headed up the path to High Hrothgar. I was just outside Iverstead when it happened. It's an exciting moment. Nothing like this has happened in centuries. Just a pilgrim. I'd prefer to leave it at that, if you don't mind. Walking the steps, meditating on the emblems. I make this trip every few years.
So, a Dragonborn appears at this moment in the turning of the age. We will see if you truly have the gift. Show us, Dragonborn. Let us taste of your voice. Dragonborn, it is you. Welcome to High Hrothgar. I am Master Angir. I speak for the graybeards. Now, tell me, Dragonborn, why have you come here? are here to guide you in that pursuit, just as the graybeards have sought to guide those of the dragon blood that came before you. You are not the first. There have been many of the dragon blood since Akatosh first bestowed that gift upon mortal kind. Whether you are the only dragonborn of this age, that is not ours to know. You are the only one that has been revealed thus far. That is all I can say. We are honored to welcome a dragonborn to High Hrothgar. We will do our best to teach you how to use your gift in fulfillment of your destiny. That is for you to discover. We can show you the way, but not your destination. We are the Graybeards, followers of the Way of the Voice. You stand in High Hrothgar, on the slopes of Kinnarith's sacred mountain. Here we commune with the voice of the sky and strive to achieve balance between our inner and outer selves. You have shown that you are dragonborn. You have the inborn gift. But do you have the discipline and temperament to follow the path laid out for you? That remains to be seen. Without training, you have already taken the first steps towards projecting your voice into a thum, a shout. Now let us see if you are willing and able to learn. When you shout, you speak in the language of dragons. Thus, your dragon blood gives you an inborn ability to learn words of power. All shouts are made up of 3 words of power. As you master each word, your shout will become progressively stronger. Master Einarth will now teach you Ro, the second word in Unrelenting Force. Ro means balance in the dragon tongue. Combine it with Fus, force, to focus your thumb more sharply. Ro. Well, that is how the rest of us learn. As Dragonborn, you can absorb a slain dragon's life force directly. As part of your initiation, Master Einarth will allow you to tell his understanding of Ro. Your unrelenting force shout to strike the targets as they appear. Force! Well done. Again. Force! You learn quickly. Once more. Force! Impressive. Your thumb is precise. You show great promise, Dragonborn. We will perform your next trial in the courtyard. Follow Master Bori. Master Bori will teach you Wold, which means whirlwind. Wold. You must hear the word within yourself before you can project it into a thum. Whirlwind sprint. Then it will be your turn. Mr. Bori? Rex! Wolf! Now it's your turn. Stand next to me. Master Bori will open the gate. Use your whirlwind sprint to pass through before it closes. Stand next to me and prepare your whirlwind sprint. Master Bori will give this. Your quick mastery of a new thum is astonishing. I'd heard the stories of the abilities of Dragonborn, but to see it for myself. You were given this gift by the gods for a reason. It is up to you to determine how best to use it. You are now ready for your last trial. Retrieve the horn of Jürgen Windcaller, our founder, from his tomb in the ancient fane of Ostengrav. Remain true to the way of the voice, and you will return. No doubt, the appearance of a Dragonborn at this time is not an accident. Your destiny is surely bound up with the return of the dragons. You should focus on honing your voice, and soon your path will be made clear. There is indeed much that we know that you do not. That does not mean that you are ready to understand it. Do not let your easy mastery of the voice tempt you into the arrogance of power. That has been the downfall of many Dragonborn before you. Dragons have the inborn ability to learn and project their voice. Dragons also are able to absorb the power of their slain brethren. A few mortals are born with similar abilities. Whether a gift or a curse has been a matter of debate down through the centuries. What you have already learned in a few days took even the most gifted of us years to achieve. Some believe that Dragonborn are sent into the world by the gods at times of great need. We will speak more of that later, when you are ready. Dragons have always been able to shout. Language is intrinsic to their very being. There is no difference in the dragon tongue between debating and fighting. Shouting comes as naturally to a dragon as breathing or speaking. In mythic times, when mortal kind was in great need, the goddess Kinnereth granted us the ability to speak as dragons do. For most people, long years of training are required to learn even the simplest shout. But for you, the dragon speech is in your blood, and you learn it almost without effort. 5. Our leader, Parthenax, lives alone on the peak of the throat of the world. When your voice can open the path, you will know you are ready to speak to him. As I said, you will know you are ready when your voice can open the path to him. We study the way of the voice, according to the teachings of our founder, Jürgen Windcaller. Very few are permitted to study with us here at High Hrothgar. But in your case, Dragonborn, it is a privilege to guide you towards mastery of your voice. This was a gift of the goddess Kinnereth at the dawn of time. She gave mortals the ability to speak as dragons do. Although this gift has often been misused, the only true use of the voice is for the worship and glory of the gods. True mastery of the voice can only be achieved when your inner spirit is in harmony with your outward actions. In the contemplation of the sky, Kinnereth's domain, and the practice of the voice, we strive to achieve this balance. That is commendable. But remember, the dragon blood is itself a gift of Akatosh. Do not try to deny that gift. Your destiny requires you to use your voice. Why else would Akatosh have bestowed this power upon you? If you remember to use your voice in service to the purpose of Akatosh, you will remain true to the way. He was a great war leader of the ancient Nords, a master of the voice, or tongue. After the disaster at Red Mountain, where the Nord army was annihilated, he spent many years pondering the meaning of that terrible defeat. He finally came to realize that the gods had punished the Nords for their arrogant and blasphemous misuse of the voice. He was the first to understand that the voice should be used solely for the glory and worship of the gods, not the glory of men. Jürgen Windcaller's mastery of the voice eventually overcame all opposition, and the way of the voice was born. Wind, guide.
Don't even think about it.
You ever settle down to have children?
I moved right through our backwards looking town.
You there. You're the one they call Dragon. Then it is too late. The lie has already taken root in the hearts of men. So we shall expose to them the falseness in their hearts by up yours, deceiver. When Lord Mirak appears, all shall bear witness. None shall stand to oppose him. You there. You're the one they call Dragonborn. Your lies fall on deaf ear. You shall not. When Mirak appears, all shall bear witness. None shall stand to oppose him.
Ah, good to see you again. Quite a climb, wasn't it? Anyway, much appreciated. Here, take this for your troubles. Thanks again for the legwork.
Good morning. Don't look like a pilgrim. Klimek brings food supplies up to them once every few weeks, when the weather permits it. Other than that, they seem like a quiet lot. Don't really know too much about them. What a boring conversation.
We don't get many visitors. Let's sate that appetite, hmm? Need a room? Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room. Right this way. Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Pardon me, my lord. Would you care to hear me play my lute? If you fancy a bit of music... Depends. Are you thirsty, hungry, both? I've always fancied a journey up the 7,000 steps to the monastery. Anything to break the boredom of living in this town. I envy you. I play the lute. If you'd like to hear something, it only costs 5 gold. Thank you, my lord.
You don't look like a pilgrim. What do you want?
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Never settled down to have children. Twice.
I'm warning you. Back off.
important deliveries to make. No time for chatting.
Need a ride? Where do you want to go? Until next time.
It's no secret the Aretino boys were trying to call the Czar brother.
Horses. All day long. Do you have any idea how dull horses are?
Got to thinking. Maybe I'm the Dragonborn.
You come here where you're not wanted. You eat our food, you pollute our city with your stink, and you refuse to help the Stormcloaks.
But we haven't taken a side because it's not our fight.
Hey, maybe the reason these Grayskins don't help in the war is because they're Imperial spies.
Imperial spies? You can't be serious.
Maybe we'll pay you a visit tonight, little spy. We got ways of finding out what you really are.
Do you hate the Dark Elves? Are you here to bully us? To leave? You've a city then. Windhelm's a haven of prejudice and thinking. And one such as you. Nothing new there. Most of the Nords living in Wind care much for us. Is the worst by far. He likes to get drunk and walk around the Grey Quarter yelling insults at us in the small hours of the morning. Oh, a real charmer, that. Some of these Nords will excuse to despise, and it isn't just the dark hate. They make a target of their as well. In fact, just about anyone who isn't a Nord is fair game for their bullying. All right then.
then it's true, what everyone is saying. That Aventus Aretino is doing the Black Sacrament? Trying to summon the Dark Brotherhood?
Oh, Grimvar, always with the nonsense. No, of course not. Tales.
Fine, then I'll invite him out to play. He lives right there. I'm going to knock on his door.
No, child, wait! That boy, that house, they are cursed.
Ha! Right, I knew it! He's trying to have somebody killed!
All right, I won't deny it, child. What you heard is true. Aventus Aretino walks a dark path. His actions can lead only to ruin. Now, enough. We will speak no more of this. I am the only friend you need.
All the Argonians at the docks are nice to me. Good thing, too. Father
Spare a coin for an old woman, my lord. Oh, thank you. Divine, up to no good, are we? I'll teach you, but it'll cost you. The divine smile on a charitable soul.
If those Whiterun guards can take down a dragon, so can the Dunmer get their drinks at the new Nissa's Corner Club. Why they can't just call it a tavern?
The townsfolk call me captain because I used to be a sailor. Terrible shame that. Seems we have a killer on the loose here in Windhelm. He's claimed 3 victims that I know of, though maybe there's more that haven't been found yet. All lovely ladies too. Let's hope the gods find that demon soon and introduce him to the headman's axe. There's an author named Adonato staying at the inn. He's published a few works of historical fiction. The clans Shattershield and Cruelsea see most of the gold that passes through the city. And obviously you have Ulfric, the Jarl and future High King. Oh, and that busybody Viola Giordano. She's got her nose in everyone's business, which I guess is one way of being prominent. Well, nothing. At least not anymore. Folk just call me that because of what I used to do. I was a sailor for many a year. I made my coin as a trader, and in time, I bought my own ship. When I retired here in Windhelm, most folk already knew me as Captain Lonelygale, and the name just stuck. If you're looking to pass the time, you can give Calixto a few septims and gawk at whatever oddity he's come across lately. If you're in need of goods, there's a market. If it's a meal you're after, there's Candlehearth Hall. Fair winds and calm seas. That's an old sailor's party.
Name's Nils. I'm the cook of Candlehearth Hall.
Working in Windhelm is great. Every Nord should admire Ulfric. He fights for all of us. In fact, he's the reason I chose to learn the smithing trade. I want to make weapons and armor for the great Stormcloak army. Smithing isn't the most exciting thing for me, but we all have to lend a hand as best we can. If a Stormcloak uses one of my swords to strike down an Imperial soldier, then I've done my part to free our land. A word of advice: buy discounted armor.
Need some metal hammered? Of course I am. What do I look like, a tavern wench? Don't let my words cut you too deep. I've just been working the forge too hard, trying to set this sword right. Jarl wants it to be like an ancient blade. High Queen Fridis ruled over Windhelm in the Second Era, and her sword was legendary. Getting the real sword would be even copy. No one wants to risk getting it less. If you find that sword, traveler, I'd be grateful. Every bit as sharp as what you'll find in Whiterun. I respect Yorland, but he has the good fortune to work the Skyforge. Something about the fires. Their steel just holds tighter. If that makes any sense. I don't see these business. This is a labor of honor. To bring Ulfric full glory, I would hammer 1,000 shields. Shore's bones. I might just have to. Blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs. Don't forget, you find Queen Freydis' sword.
I'd travel more, but who wants to deal with all the soldiers these days? It was at first. The Nords of this city are at best suspicious of outsiders. But in time, I made the right friends and proved myself useful enough that they don't give me trouble anymore. The Dark Elves are too proud to understand the way things truly are, and so they continue to dwell in that slum. Just got here from the Somerset Isles. Lots of opportunity in Skyrim. Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing. Thank you. Custom.
You trying to hide? Because I can see you playing it today.
I've been a bit out of sorts since
Yes?
our daughter was
Take a look.
Ties to the Thieves Guild.
Day to you. Everything you see is grown at my family's own Hollyfrost farm, fresh and filling. I also do a little herb growing. The court wizard, Woundfirth, pays us to plant a little nightshade. Who knows what he uses it for? Hey, could you deliver this bottle of nightshade extract to Woundfirth?
Not that I'd know anything about
Thanks.
it, of course, but it seems to me that the last thing that
There's an old saying that only a Nord can work the soil in Skyrim. I don't think anyone for it. It takes just to dig a planting row in the cold, stony earth here. But eat rocks and ice? See ya.
Won't give us a straight answer.
He's a true Nord. He'll come around.
Don't be so sure of that. We've intercepted couriers from Solitude. The Empire's putting a great deal of pressure on Whiterun.
Only the foolish or the courageous approach a Jarl without summons. Do I know you? Is that so? Yes. You were with us at Helgen. Destined for the chopping block, if I'm not mistaken. Rilof's alive. I hope that's true. He's a damn good man, but he hasn't yet. So I'll need to wait for his account. For now, speak with Galmar. I'm always looking for able fighters. Not everyone can say they made it out of Helgen. Seems we're all branded villains these days. So long as your criminal past in the past, and you fight for me with honor and integrity, we'll welcome you into our rank. And what would you have me do?
If he's not with us, he's against...
He knows that. They all know that.
How long are you going to wait?
You think I need to send Bolgraf a stronger message?
If by message you mean shoving a sword through his gullet.
The Imperials think us all lawless beasts. I'm proof of their ignorance.
If Ulfric needs a he has it. Anyone else better pay well for the service. Ah, yes, the extract. Good. Poisonous, of course,
but it has its uses. Trouble? Here. Mind what or who you practice this on. Take a look. Strength and steel are well and good, but magic is the... true power in this world.
I have to wonder, what does the Dragonborn do once he's summoned by the graybeards? Can the Thuan be taught? Like any skill. If it's better board you're after, Candlehurst Hall's got both. They say Ulfric Stormcloak murdered the High King. With his voice, shouted him apart.
Trouble?
And let them die with their false kings.
We've been soldiers a long time. We know the price of freedom. But people are still
disrespectful.
Every night. You a dark elf lover? Get out of our city, you filthy piece of trash! They're parasites. They're living in our city under our protection. But what do they do for us? Nothing. I know the High King invited them here, but he didn't ask me or anyone else first. Maybe he should have. Wouldn't surprise me. They've done nothing to help in the fight for Skyrim's freedom. Those Thalmor are elves too. I bet they're working together. Maybe I should round up some men and take us a few prisoners to interrogate. What? Got some We ought to dig. Don't like it? Too bad. This is our city. Ours! Don't think I can take you? 100 septums say I can punch you back where you came from. All right? Fists only. And none of that magic stuff either. Let's go. Come on. Let's see what you're made of.
Our hero claims a warrior's heart. I tell you,
That wasn't a fair swing.
Kill him.
With the voice-wielding power of the ancient Nord art. Believe, the Dragonborn comes. It's an end to the evil of all Skyrim's
Yeah. Here.
Beware, the Dragonborn comes. For the darkness has passed, and the legend yet grows.
Good to see you again, friend. Until next time.
Dragonborns come.
Be on the lookout.
If you've got...
The butcher could be
My
around
sister and
any...
I once traveled the world to a
The
simple...
townsfolk call me captain, because I used to be a sailor.
Every night, I walk around the Grey Quarter and let them grayskins know what I
You
think
one of
them.
those Skyrim for the Nords types? Good. Too many Nords in this town have been listening to Ulfric's narrow-minded words. He's tough, loyal to his men, and a good leader. But if you're not a Nord, Ulfric will never trust you. Whenever a group of marauders attack a Nord village, Ulfric is the first to sound the horn and send the men. But a group of Dark Elf refugees gets ambushed, a group of Argonians or a Khajiit caravan, no troops, no investigation, nothing. There's a group of cutthroats out there right now that Ulfric doesn't lift a finger to bring to justice, as long as they don't threaten Nord land. That's a brave offer. I'd be happy to throw in my coin behind that. You deal with them. I'll make sure you get paid. Maybe this old soldier will throw in some lessons as well. Help the Dark Elves? Oh, you must have heard me talking to Malthir. The Dark Elves live in a run-down slum called the Grey Quarter. Ulfric's content to keep it that way. I guess they think I can open Ulfric's eyes to their plight and get him to lift a finger on their behalf.
How would you like a drink?
I'm trying, but Ulfric is set in his ways. For him, there's two kinds of people in this world. Nords and the folk beneath them. I killed a lot of high elves in the Great War, and I didn't die. I guess that makes me a war hero. The Great War. There was nothing great about it. Thousands died on both sides. And where did it get us? Did we really save the Empire? Or did we just plant the seeds for Ulfric's uprising? And another war. Show those marauders what wind.
If it's a mercenary you're looking for, you found him. There's no stronger sword arm for hire in all Skyrim. If you change your mind, seek me out here. Best not to walk the roads of Skyrim alone.
Our hero claims a
Hope nobody misses that.
heart. I tell you, the Dragonborn comes.
Watch out, some grayskin doesn't pick your pocket.
Name's Nils.
Hope nobody
I'm the
misses
cook
that.
up at Candleheart.
I still can't believe Isabella's gone. She was such a helpful young lass.
It's an end to the evil of all Skyrim's folk.
I'm a writer by trade. I write drama, friend. The legends and history of Skyrim made to excite and inspire. Poor Gerard Germain at the Bard's College has been waiting for my latest work, Olaf and the Dragon, for weeks now. Roads are a mess. You're sure? When you see Gerard, ask for a tip. I'm sure he'll be in a good mood after reading this. May you lose yourself in the pages of a good book.
How can Elda hate the Dark Elves when she knows so little about them? You didn't hear it from me, but if you want a real drink, try the Corner Club in the Grey Quarter. Did you?
Captain! Captain!
What is it now, Viola?
Did you
This
notice
is an
that the
ode
snow
to
settles in a
Skyrim's
different
truest
direction
sons
near
and
the murder
daughters,
sites?
the Stormcloaks. We drink to our youth, to the days come and gone, for the age of oppression is now nearly done.
Need something?
The empire from this land that we own, with our blood and our steel we will take back our home.
Need something?
To Ulfric, you are the High King. In your great honor we drink and we sing.
Need something?
Skyrim and we fight all our lives. And when some guard beckons, every one of us dies.
Hi there.
Is ours, and we'll see it white clean.
How can Elda hate the Dark Elves when she knows so little about them?
Our hopes and our dreams.
You know about Talos? He founded the Empire. The Empire's elven puppet masters never cared much for the idea of a human becoming a divine, so the worship of Talos is outlawed. Skyrim doesn't take kindly to being told what to do. And to try and forget Talos, well, they may as well ordered us all to cut off our ears. Talos, who in life was known as Tiber Septim, united Tamriel and founded the Empire. He was rewarded for his deeds by being joined with the Divines in eternal, only mortal to do so. We worship him that we might follow in his path. We can't literally join him in the heavens, but we may do our best to know them here on Nirn. Like anyone, a crisis will push them towards devotion. I've been seeing a lot of the Shatter Shields since they lost their daughter. Hilevi Krulsi comes in a lot, but I haven't seen her husband here in years. Ulfric prays for strength. I speak to Captain Lonelygale, but he doesn't spend much time here. Too busy. Blessings of Arkay be upon you.
To the evil of all Skyrim's foes.
You didn't hear... Did you know that candle on the mantle hasn't gone out in over 100 years? What do you need, handsome?
For the darkness has
Need something? How can Elda hate the Dark Elves when she knows... Is there something I can do for you?
Viola, dark elves sleep just like the rest of us.
You wouldn't think it from the rack at that corner club.
We drink to our youth, to the days come and gone. The age of oppression is now nearly done.
Hi there.
We'll drive out the empire.
What do you need, handsome?
That we With our blood and our steel, we will take back our home. All hail to Ulfric, you are the High King. In your great honor we drink and we sing. We're the children of Skyrim and we fight all our lives. And when Sovngarde beckons, every one of us dies. But this land is ours, and we'll see it wiped clean of the scourge that has sullied our hopes and our dreams. Hail to Ulfric, you are the High King. In your great honor we drink and we sing.
How can Elda hate the Dark Elves when she knows so little about them?
Poor Nilsine has been wrecked since her sister was killed. It's all in the swing. Let me show you. Please forgive
Be
my
on the
mood.
lookout.
I'm
The
still
butcher
coming
could
to
be
terms
around
with my
any
daughter's
corner.
death.
This here's Candlehearth Hall. Great rooms upstairs. Did you see the candle above the fire up? It was lit 163 years ago, back when this building was the home of a grand warrior, Wundheim. When word came that he'd fallen, his son Durok. Better that than dealing with Ulfric's wizard like some. Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room.
For
Right
the
this way.
age of oppression is
Let me
now
know if there's
nearly
anything else
done.
you need.
We'll drive out the Empire from this land that we own. With our blood and our steel, we will take back our home.
After what happened to
All
those
hail
others,
to Ulfric,
I'm worried
you
about
are
my
the
own
High
safety.
King. In your great honor, we drink and we sing. We're the children of Skyrim, and we fight all our lives. And when someone
Seeing a good tavern brawl might be just the thing to lift my spirits.
But this land is ours, and we'll see it wiped clean of the scourge that has sullied our hopes and our dreams. All hail to Ulfric, you are the High King. In your great honor we drink and we sing.
Poor Nilsine has been wrecked since her sister was killed.
Pardon me? Was I in your way?
The Imperials think us all lawless beasts. I'm proof of their ignorance.
Need a ride? Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off. You'd best hurry it up. It's almost getting downright hot now.
You'd have me do what? Join the college and prance about? You ask me, not enough of Winterhold fell off into the sea.
Where do you think you're going?
Nothing to do here but drink till you forget you got nothing to do. Got any ale or mead? To the inn for a drink, of course.
I'll sell just about anything if it's worth my time. Wasn't by choice, I can tell you that. Options were in short supply. Ranmir and I grew up here, and nearly any money I make, he drinks away. Without the coin to pack up and leave, I decided to take to trading. Very funny. I'm sure you've noticed that Winterhold isn't exactly overflowing with people. So I'll sell whatever I can. If it's worth putting a price on, you can bet I'll do it. I've been burned a few times, made a few bad deals. Mostly, I come out on top. Yeah, it was stupid of me. I shouldn't have believed the story and just refused the trade. But I didn't, and now I'm stuck with this worthless junk. Some line about this clothing in Ingol Barrow. He said it was worth more than its weight in gold if I took it back there. Something about placing it back in Ingol's chamber, I don't know. What was I thinking? Even if it were true, I'm not setting foot in some ancient tomb filled with who knows what. I don't even care anymore. You want to check it out? Fine. I'll sell you the thing for 50 gold, and then it's your problem. And what? You think that'll solve all your problems?
Probably not, but it's worth a try.
Keep clear of the college. Keep yourself out of trouble.